Welcome back to Scotty's Outdoor Adventures. On this adventure, we're doing the Wonderland Trail around Mount Rainier. We decided to go counterclockwise just to be different and have some fun. Check this out.
It's just after 5 a.m. We're getting packed up, getting ready to start on our Wonderland. Spent the night in this beautiful motel. Got a couple cool stars out there though. Oh well, probably planets. Anyway, should be a 16-mile day, and we'll see how this goes.
So on this adventure, I had my brother John, my cousin Jason, and one of my good buddies Heath. All came from out of town to do the Wonderland Trail, 93-mile trail around Mount Rainier. Day one, we did Narada Falls. That's where we parked my car and started and hiked to Indian Bar. It is about 17 miles, and we did over 4,300 feet of elevation climb that day. Beautiful views, great hike. We did do quite a bit of planning to know when to filter water. You know, you can't filter the glacial waters that has silt. So this part here is not actually part of the Wonderland Trail. It was a detour due to landslides. That is one thing we learned really quickly. Sometimes there would be bridges out. Sometimes there was a landslide and the trail was gone. Sometimes the rivers were high and we would have to try to figure out where to connect to the trail. Most of the time there were trail markers or kerns to help out with that, but sometimes not. This is Kautz Creek Canyon. It is 160 feet below down there. It was actually quite loud. The river's definitely kind of raging down there. Beautiful views though. I do these clips as I go through this video. They are in order, so all the clips you're seeing, this was all on day one, and we'll continue in chronological order through each day. And I try to put markers so you'll know which day and between which camps we are during these videos. We took our packs off for a lunch and to filter water at Nickel Creek, and this beautiful butterfly kept flying around me and landing on trekking poles and on my snacks. And then we continued our journey onto Indian Bar campground. One of the things that I really enjoyed while hiking the Wonderland Trail are the wildflowers and prairies. If you're hiking at the right time of year, there's just beautiful flowers, beautiful views. Look at the greenery out there around the mountain. And there are all sorts of beauties you'll enjoy on this hike, but the wildflowers were wonderful. So more wildflowers here. This is actually one of my favorite clips because I was really just looking at the wildflowers, but as I get to these hikers, that's Heath right in front of me. I kind of pan to the left and you get to see the mountain here, and it's just a beautiful view of Mount Rainier. Also down to the right, there was a lake and some people skinny dipping off in the distance. Well, we made our way down to the river there. This is down at Indian Bar Camp. There's a nice brick shelter for the group shelter. I slept in a hammock by the tree. There's John filtering some water for us.
Long first day. Over 17 miles and like 4,500 feet. Actually more than that of elevation climb with the pack. But we made it to our camp at Indian Bar. So we are at Indian Bar Campground. Spent the night here after our 17-mile day. Got a pretty cool river and flow here. I'm gonna show you.
So this is the Ohanakapash River. It separates the group campsite at Indian Bar from the individual sites. There's a pretty cool water flow there, waterfall, this kind of rickety old log bridge with some boards over it. But it is just a beautiful area. I really recommend camping there if you get a chance.
Well, we're climbing out of Indian Bar. And got some beautiful wildflowers out here as we're climbing.
As I zoom in on this valley, you can see the group site cabin down at Indian Bar right there in the bottom of the valley by the river. So as we got further and further into our hike and days in the future, we pretty much camped in a valley each night, usually near a river source, and we got accustomed to waking up in the morning and hiking uphill for miles, usually between 2,000 to 4,000 feet. But it actually became quite welcomed, as you know, sometimes I'd be cold in my hammock. So it was exciting to wake up, have some breakfast, and get that nice warm feeling going uphill. So this was pretty much the high elevation climbing point, climbing out of Indian Bar, coming over Panhandle Gap. Heath actually broke one of his trekking poles, so we felt kind of bad. He was hiking with just one pole, which if you use trekking poles for hiking, you know that kind of stinks, especially when you're doing so much elevation up and down on rough terrain. The views out here were just phenomenal. There's John in the front, Heath second there, and there's Jason behind me, and got Mount Rainier and that beautiful lake back there.
Goodness, I may fall off and die.
As you can see here, lots of water flowing down from all the glacial runoff. Beautiful sights, valleys, as we were making our way over to the Summerland camp to have lunch. We actually went past a stream and then realized we needed to come back to filter some water before continuing our journey down to White River Campground. Here we were at the Summerland group site, just taking a lunch break. Beautiful views out behind.
We've gone about 13 miles and we just got to White River Campground, except for it's across this river. And it appears that there may not be a way to truly get across this river. We're still trying to figure out how we're going to get across this river. It looks like these guys might try to throw some boulders in for us. Looking a little rough though.
So, like I said, we'd hiked, 13 and a half miles. We get to the White River. The campground's on the other side. You know, you might look at that and say, oh, just go to the other side. You could literally hear the boulders being pushed. These guys decided to throw boulders in. They worked for about 45 minutes or so. We started lugging boulders from our side, and eventually we actually diverted the flow of the river. You can see here as I'm coming across, we kind of had, that's my brother John there coming over. I handed my pack over. That's what we all kind of did just to make it easier as we came across. But literally the rock wall there you can see off to these guys' right, they created that. It took a lot of manpower and time. We were so grateful for their help. And when we got across, we asked if we could get a photo with them, which I will show you here. What a blessing. They truly were our trail angels, as we called them.
Well, it's now the next day. I decided to walk down to the river where we had to cross yesterday. First off, there's Mount Rainier. And the river is significantly lower today. Well, here on day 3, hiking up to Sunrise from the White River, about 2.5 miles up, and you can see the river down there. We were camping down by that river last night. We're up at Sunrise and have our wonderful support team here. Dean and Teresa came. John enjoying his Dr. Pepper float. We just had some lunch, bought some chili dogs up here at the snack bar. Just about 4 more miles till we get to our camp.
Middle of day 3, we stopped at Sunrise Visitor Center for hot dogs. And there's some ice cream here. Here's John and Scott loading up. Yeah, it's gonna be good eating. Can't wait for this meal.
There's Jason. Got the Burroughs Mountains here behind us. Past Sunrise. And we're gonna head up the trail over there, spend the night at Granite Creek. Well, got the Fremont fire lookout way out over there. We came from over behind that hill over there. And if you look real careful, up on top of that ridge, that's the Burroughs Mountain hikers. You can see there are people up there. Well, the mountain is in the clouds, but we went over another ridge. It's pretty beautiful out here. We made it to Granite Creek where we are camping for the night. Got this nice creek here where we filtered our water. A bridge going across here. Looks like some nice water. Flowing up. And I think there's a waterfall up here. Got John crossing up ahead, checking stuff out. Looks like the waterfall is actually right behind the tree where I can't see.
Here we are at Granite Creek, and Scott is taking care of business, getting a little bath in the creek.
So, spent the night at Granite Creek, started the night in my hammock. It did start to rain. I had already blown up a mattress and put it in the tent with John. So, ran in there in the night and just headed down to the bathroom. Our campsite's pretty far off the trail here, but I thought I'd share what the restrooms are like out here. So, you're just walking out in the woods. And here's the toilet. Please don't throw trash. Just like home. Just looking around our surroundings and noticing there's just so much lichen on all the trees out here. Got some rain last night. On our way. Well, just stepped into some new terrain. Can't see the mountain because it's cloudy today. Got some glacier here, can't tell, but that's ice. And got the flow coming out down below. Pretty sweet. Well, got our pack covers on. It is raining in true Washington fashion, you know. We got this nice river here. We're going to be crossing a bridge right up ahead. Well, this bridge looks a lot better than the last. Just crossed the river down there over some rocks, coming up this embankment and into the trees. We're just getting down to Mystic Lake. Show you it is raining out here. Not too bad though, just a sprinkle. Got our hat covers on. Everyone's got their raincoat on. For me, just wearing my sun shirt like usual. Too hot to wear a raincoat. Well, we're just enjoying the rain. Some wind, but been checking out these cool looking pine cones. They almost look like there's ice on them, but there's definitely not. Just love looking at the water sitting in these plants on this nice rainy day. If you're thirsty. Having fun. Should be crossing the Carbon River Bridge soon. Working our way down to the Carbon River. Got some clouds we're coming into. Beautiful Washington rainy day. Well, here comes the team. Got John in the lead, Jason, and then Heath in the back. Got some more glacier over here. And got the river going down. We'll be crossing the bridge soon.
I think this is called Marine.
There goes Jason. Next is John, headed across the suspension bridge over the Carbon River. Looks a little bouncy. A little bouncy.
Oh yeah, stop and take a picture. Don't throw that in there. That's gutsy.
Oh my God!
Like I said, gutsy. I cannot believe how lucky he just got there. Oh.
Another miracle!
That is a miracle and a half. Stop and take a picture. Don't throw that in there. That's gutsy.
Well, my buddies have gone across the suspension bridge here at the Carbon River. It is my turn. It looks a little wobbly. See how this goes.
Here comes Scotter. He's gonna try to throw his phone in too, it looks like. Good move, good call.
Okay, so I started doing that. I knocked the ball off the
You can tell that is a bouncy bridge. Look at it bounce.
See, he's kind of grabbing. I was freehanding. I'm like, it's going like this. I'm like, oh, that's done. Yeah, there. And then look at the capsule on the other side. That's it.
Well, good so far. Definitely don't want to fall in that drink. On a rainy day, baby. Woo!
Look at that crazy man. He's gonna drop that phone. This is a beautiful place. And it looks like he made it. He could still drop the phone. It could happen.
Love all this moss out here. Just got across the Carbon River Bridge. Heath actually dropped his cell phone. Didn't try to catch it. It managed to land on the bridge and he was able to recover it. But we're just out here having a blast. We're gonna take the Spray Park Trail to Cataract Valley Camp. Got some nice Devil's Club. Got some pouring down rain. We're headed, this is a great offshoot we decided to take. Spray Park Trail. Beautiful day out here. Just a beautiful day. We're just loving here. Right, Heath? Well, we made it to, what's this place called? Cataract Valley Campground. And we checked all the campgrounds and we did teamwork. But basically the place is flooded. John and I are on the trail there. And everything's soaked. Including the humans. We're gonna just cook while we're soaking wet. And then maybe put some dry stuff on when it's time for bed. Here we have John and Jason creating a river to hopefully drain Jason's campsite. Because if it rains all night, he's gonna be swimming. Looks like we're having some success. We got some flow. Beautiful. Hopefully it doesn't go down to John and I's tent down there. Well, it rained all night. We were soaking wet. Got dry a little bit, was able to get a little rest here at Cataract Valley. And now it's time to use the bathroom. They got 2 toilets up here. So if you got a buddy, and have a nice chat. We left Cataract Valley camp where we were soaked last night. Heading up higher into the trees. Got a beautiful creek with some waterfalls running down.
Real stable.
Just like all the rocks on our trails. Well, clouds are maybe gonna burn off a little bit. We're able to have some views. Got some creeks running through the rocks here. And we've been told we're just gonna be walking on rock fields for quite a while. Just making our way up. Doing our climb. Just making our climb. Day 5. Headed for South Mowitz today. Clouds haven't burnt off yet. Just trekking through the rock.
Got it right before the car goes.
I missed it. Well, it is quite a trudge up here. Got some snow off here. We're just up in the clouds. Going through quite a bit of boulder fields.
That sounds great. I mean, really, this is a beautiful day for a walk, you know?
Beautiful waterfall out here. Well, out at the Eagle's Nest viewpoint, just had lunch at the Eagle's Nest campground. And got this little viewpoint here. Got clouds blowing through. We are gonna have to hike all the way down in the valley. We have about 5 more miles to go. Looks like a little bit of blue coming through. So anyway, gotta get going. Well, we're leaving the Spray Park Trail, where we spent the night out that way, back on the Wonderland Trail, and we're headed for South Mowitz River Camp, 3.8 miles. Well, we stopped at Mowitz Lake to drop off some trash, because they actually have garbage here. Show you the view. Real clear water. Go look around the corner over here. Pretty nice lake. Beautiful.
Scott.
Ugly river.
Bouncy out there in the middle. I like it. Hey, you get it.
Listen to those rocks just rolling in the river. Just trying to find our way to the south Mowitz River campground. Looks like there's a lot of runoff. Hopefully we find our camp soon.
We're at the South Mowitz River camp. There's lots of nails. We were able to hang up our stuff. That is an antler on my head. It's mossy, but we did have a good night and dried out a bit.
Just bushwhacking, trying to figure out where the trail is, going through some creeks, figuring out where to cross. Jason and I are having a blast. Well, we are all just filtering our water sources. There's John using the Grail filter water bottle. I'm the creek, grabbing some of this water before we head up our climb. Well, we left South Mowitz River Camp this morning. We've climbed, I think, about 2,500 feet and stopped to do some berry picking up on the top here. Blueberries and nuts. Berries everywhere. We're gonna head for Golden Lakes. Should be just a couple miles out. Rolling into Golden Lakes. Golden Lakes camp that way. This is the patrol cabin. And we're gonna go see the lake. Looks like a pretty nice lake out here. Beautiful day. Gone a little over 6 miles this morning so far, and about 5 left to get to site at North Puyallup. It's been a few days since we could actually kind of see the mountain. Got some good views. Went to Golden Lakes, had some lunch. Now we're about to roll into North Puyallup campground. Stopping to get some more. John using the Grail filter. Oh, nice. Gotta get. Well, we finished our hiking for day 6 at North Puallup River Camp. And there's entrance into our campground. Just getting stuff set up. And this is where I'll be spending the night tonight. Have a nice view of the trail down the cliffside here. And the nice sound of the river. Well, John and I are just out on a little stroll. Show you, got some beautiful mountain peaks up over here. And right down here, a raging waterfall. Amen. Amen.
These guys were just enjoying the dance party. Can you imagine the force it takes to rip a tree off like that? It must have been insane.
Seven o'clock. Already rocking myself to sleep. Everyone else is in their tents. Well, we're just starting day 7, crossing that bridge I showed you yesterday. Headed for South Puyallup River Camp. Hopefully it'll be a good hiking day. Well, day 7. We've climbed up about 900 feet. looking back at those rocks I showed you before, but you can see a waterfall that we couldn't see before. Anyway, beautiful day out here, making our climb. Well, we've climbed about 1,600 feet. Oh, we made it to Clopatchy Park Camp. Got this beautiful lake and have a view of the summit. Some clouds today, but not too bad. Show you the surroundings real quick. Just another good day. Just climbed about 3 miles, the whole thing uphill, but should be a good day.
This is the day to stop and pick berries.
Every day's the day to stop and pick berries.
Like all the time.
The rainy day. I don't think we picked any blueberries in the rain. Or huckleberries.
I was yours to grab something along the way.
Well, last night we camped down around the corner, lower than what you can see here. Just been climbing today, because that's what, right?
Oh yeah. Get in another climb.
That's right.
Hopefully confirmation that we know we're on it.
Right.
For the last 70-something.
Well, we made it to the South Puallup River camp. Got some tents set up. John's still eating berries, just like on the trail, never satisfied. But yeah, we got tons of berries all around our camp, so probably have some bears too. Well, I'm at the South Puallup River campsite. Just wanted to show you these basalt cliffs. Pretty awesome. Look at that. Trees growing off the top. And all the ones that have fallen down here. Well, it's just after 5 a.m. Jason's about to make his breakfast. John has his breakfast, warming up his body inside his clothes. We got a bit of an early start this morning. My meal is also inside my clothes. A little bit of a chilly. Well, it is day 8. You can see my breath this morning. It was freezing last night. I'm headed to the toilet at this camp. Where are we at? South Puyallup River Camp. The toilet is pretty far away. So, making my trek. We got up about 4:30. Want to get an early start so we can get to Longmire, and hopefully our plan is to try to have dinner at the Wildberry restaurant tonight. Let's see how that goes. Well, pretty good climb this morning already, up from South Puyallup. Pretty cool view. Got the lenticular clouds, some glacier up there. Just beautiful morning. It is a beautiful morning. We're up near Emerald Ridge. Morning of day 8. You can see the true summit peeking through the clouds up there. John and Heath up here with me. Beautiful glacier. Oh. Couple marmots peeking out over here at us, checking out the scene. Just amazing views up top here. It's Jason coming up from behind.
Near Emerald Ridge, it was just so beautiful. Marmots, there was mountain goats running around. Here, if you look in my picture though, I was being photobombed off to the right, center right. There's someone peeing back there, and it was just amazing. The sun just shining through. What a beautiful shot.
Got the mountain goats running across the glacier rock down there. We got Mr. Marmot hanging out right here. Looks like everybody's just trying to enjoy the mountain this morning.
As we looked around in this area, once again, there's a marmot bottom right, but also there was places like up here. I'm going to zoom in. There was a mom mountain goat and a kid following. Not sure where they were headed, because pretty much if you look up ahead of them, it is just glacier and ice, but it was fun to see all the different animals around in this area near Emerald Ridge.
Been a beautiful morning so far. Got the summit back behind us. Saw some mountain goats, some marmots. Anyway, it is day 8. We're headed to Longmire tonight, and we're actually going to stay at the inn, so should be pretty good. Well, I think I found the next bridge we'll be crossing. Right out there over the river. Looks like a nice suspension bridge. Here we go. Well, I think this is Tahoma Creek. See how wobbly this bridge is. Some of these suspension bridges are a little wobbly. Oh yeah. It's always nice when you're missing some boards, you know? Make you feel nice and secure. Some half boards. Oh yeah. Woo! It's a shaking. Nice view up that canyon. Got lots of spider webs walking through here. I tell you what, this bridge is a wobbly one. You walk back and forth, it sways with you. Definitely not where you want to drop your phone. I wish you could feel how wobbly this thing is. It is definitely going back and forth. Man, that is a ways over there. Pretty cool bridge. Now it'll be their turn. And here comes John. Across this lovely bridge. I'll try to catch some wobbles for you. This bridge definitely goes side to side, and it starts to wobble if you go too fast. Got the nice river down below. Views of Mount Rainier that you don't usually get. Stop and filter some water real quick. Should get us back to Longmire. Well, we've climbed up and down and up, and got to go down again. Got some good views out here. We're kind of up on a ridge again. Come down here, show you the view. Mount Rainier from this side. Probably a less common side. check out this mountain, guys. Got Indian Henry's patrol cabin. Opa. Well, on our way to Longmire, passing the Devil's Dream Camp. Well, we're down at Pyramid Creek. Looks like the bridge is up. So I think we're just going to cross these logs over here. John and Heath are looking ahead, scouting the path. Looks like some nice water though. We're coming up on Kautz Creek. We've been told the bridge is out here too, so we're just looking for a log to cross. John's making a bridge here for our creek crossing. So we've been told that there's a helicopter that they're using to help get rid of the poop from all the privies we've been using. And it looks like the poop chopper is gonna fly right over us. Don't want that load dropped on your head. Headed up the mountain. Well, we're about a mile from Narada Falls. Almost done with the Wonderland Loop. Look how big this rock is. Big old rock. Beautiful water. Ooh, a waterfall. We just finished our loop of the Wonderland Trail. We're back action from Narada Falls. We're gonna go check out the falls right now. How do you feel, boys?
A little worse for wear. Ready for a burger.
Ready for a burger.
Burger shower.
Well, 8 days ago, we started the Wonderland Trail here at Narada Falls, and we just made it back.
We need an after picture.
I wanted to give a special shout out to my friend Heath, my brother John, and my cousin Jason. They were amazing hiking partners, truly made this adventure just a wonderful experience. So much fun, joking, laughter, and a little bit of pain and suffering as we spent a couple days soaking wet. Check out that Summit Burger at the Wildberry Restaurant.
Well, finished the Wonderland Trail. We're back at the inn, got showered off. One last look from here.
If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, and share. And as always, get outside and have some fun. I also did want to credit some of the video and pictures in this video. Obviously, if I'm in this picture right here, I did not take it. We all shared and collaborated But I wanted to thank once again John, Heath, and Jason for the experience and also for supplying some of the media used in the making of this video. Until next time, get out there and have some fun.